Hello, my Tyler's fandom lovers and fanfiction readers and writers. Today, I'm going to be reading Chapter 2 of Being the Chocolatier. Chapter 2, Childhood. Bill and Willie started kindergarten, and there are a lot of kids running around in the classroom. The sight was overwhelming to see. The children were screaming and yelling. Bill was scared, and she didn't know how to handle it. The first school bell rang, and the teacher walked in. She looked mean and stern. The children stopped whatever they were doing. Bill and Willie didn't know what to do. It was silent. The teacher looked at everyone. "Good morning, students. My name is Mrs. Greenstone," she said. The class just looked at her. It was at this moment that her students were scared of her. "There's no reason to be scared of me," said Mrs. Greenstone. The children still didn't say anything. Bill and Willie were sitting at their desks, waiting for Mrs. Greenstone to give directions. As for the children, they were looking straight at the teacher. For a moment, they were moving slowly, but they stopped. "What's going on?" asked Bill. "I don't know," said Willie. The day went on, and it was almost time to go home. Willie and Bill were both tired, and they both fell asleep in the buggy. "They're asleep," said Wilbur. "Probably for the best," said Wilford. Wilbur and Wilford put Bill and Willie to bed, and the two men had dinner and went to bed. The next morning was peaceful. Everyone got up. Bill and Willie had breakfast. Wilbur was reading the newspaper, and Wilford was still asleep. It was quiet again. Bill was sitting on the sofa, reading a book. Willie was bored out of his mind. "Don't you dare get that cookie," said Wilbur. "But father," cried Willie. "I said no," said Wilbur. "Let him have one. Doesn't hurt his teeth if he has one," said Wilford. My mom interrupted us because she checked on me about homework, so "Let him have one. It doesn't hurt his teeth if he has one," said Wilford. If he is in my house, I am not letting him eat sweets," said Wilbur. "So it's not like he's eating all of the cookies," said Wilford. Even though Wilford takes Willie's side all the time, Wilbur always hates when his father disagrees with him. Belle, on the other hand, takes Wilbur's side because she knows he is right. Sometimes then never. Belle is in the middle of everything. Although the Wonkas took Belle in, they never had to fight with her. The next day, Bill and Willie were at school. Willie forgot his lunch. Belle saw this and shared her peanut butter sandwich with them. This is not the first time Belle had to share with Willie. Well, having to share your lunch with this nerd? Said Gaston. Gaston was in second grade, and he was a bully. Everyone was scared of him. "Go away, Gaston. We don't want you here," said Willie. "Oh, and who is going to stop me?" Your little fists? Asked Gaston. No, friendship, said Belle. You should come with me, Belle, said Gaston. No, you are mean and selfish. I do not want to come with you, said Belle. Fine, be that way, but I will have you, said Gaston. And he left. Thank you, Belle, said Willie. You're welcome, Willie. I hate Gaston, said Belle. They both left the school. The school day was easy. It went fast, too. Belle and Willie went home and did their homework. They were both tired and hungry, so they had dinner and bathed and went to bed. The next day they woke up to see snow falling. The snow was on the trees and the ground. It was a beautiful sight to see. Belle was the first one to see the snow. Wow, it's snowing, said Belle with a smile on her face. She went downstairs and saw Wilbur sitting in a chair, reading the newspaper. reading the newspaper. Oh, good morning, Belle. Oh, good morning, Belle, said Wilbur. Oh, good morning, replied Belle. It's snowing outside? Asked Wilbur. Yes, replied Belle. Willie was still in bed, but Belle was having eggs and toast. That was one of Belle's favorite foods to eat for breakfast. Still, Belle was looking out the window at the snow. Meanwhile, Willie was getting up out of bed, and then he looked outside. There was snow on the ground. Willie was so happy. He loved snow. Outside was like a winter wonderland. Kids were playing and running around in the snow. Father, where's Belle? Asked Willie. She's down here, Willie, replied Wilbur. So Willie went downstairs. Belle was sitting on the sofa reading a book. All the time, Belle reads and reads. Sometimes she even reads to Willie. What are you reading, Belle? Asked Willie. A romance novel, replied Belle. Can you read it to me? Sure, replied Belle. Hour after hour, she kept reading to Willie, just like a mother reading to her little one. Belle loves reading to Willie. There were only a few hours until dinner was ready. Wilbur was making salmon. Belle and Willie both love fish. It was the only healthy foods Willie likes to eat. Belle, on the other hand, loves anything healthy for her. Belle, Willie, it's time for dinner, said Wilbur. Okay, be right there, said Belle. Do we have to? Asked Willie. Yes, we need to, replied Belle. Well, they both went downstairs and had dinner. It was one of the best dinners that they have had in a long time. They had salmon and potatoes. Alright, so that's the end of Chapter 2, Childhood, and I will join you in the next video for Chapter 3, entitled Adulthood. Okay. Bye, guys.